it.
Cool.
Hello to all of our wonderful and prospective viewers. We are Idle Mimic Productions, and today we are going to be taking a stab at something entirely new for us. We're going to be playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition for the first time. We're going to be running the brand new module, Adventure Path, Gatewalkers.
Woo!
And we are going to be running it on Foundry for the very first time.
We all have no idea what we're doing.
Everything's brand new.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a 1-hour PowerPoint presentation.
It is an undertaking for us, for sure. But we hope you enjoy watching our foibles and fumbles as we create this fable. Sit back and relax. I'm DM Aaron. I'm a DM with about 15 years of role-playing game, tabletop. 25 years of actual video game. I'm experienced.
Nerd.
Also joining.
Bragging! Oh, sorry, guys.
My feelings. I have feelings. All right. Also joining with us are Bob Bobkins for today's game, Sam. Nice.
Hey, y'all.
We've got Allie bringing us the lovely Foxglove.
Lovely.
Fantastic. Pat is bringing us the dashing Calabra.
Hello.
Fantastic. We have the fiery Rozek being played by Jared.
Yeah.
We have the interesting and mysterious Kobe with his ally Pumpkin being played by CJ. And I said that like we had another person, but we don't. We don't.
Were you counting the arcane eye?
Yes. I should have our lovely camera mentioned.
Hey, chat.
Miss
What's up?
Sweetums, does that count?
I didn't want to talk about his Sweetums because he gives me nightmares. His Sweetums creation was an ordeal.
It still is an ordeal. We'll get it right.
It's terrifying. I've posted that pictures in other game rooms, and they immediately recoil.
No.
They're horrified.
Unsubscribe.
You may not unsubscribe. Currently, we have 5
I'm
subscribers.
not.
All of us.
I'm not gonna post it. Does that count? Yes, it counts. All right. Today's adventure begins at level 1. After the events of the missing moment. Well, 3 months later. The party is on their way to a town known as Seven Arches, an ancient elven city now controlled by the Oak Wardens. They are journeying with Dr. Edward Rittleson. Dr. Edward Rittleson, who looks like this.
Oh, totally trustworthy.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dr. Edward Rittleson seems to bear the same mark of the Gatewalkers that you all bear, and seems to be under a similar corruption and influences the rest of you. Having worked together for a few months and having joined his society, the Doctor's Illuminated Consortium of Epomps. That's right, Epomps. I don't know what it means, but Epomps.
How do you spell Epop?
Epopts.
Oh, so close.
Epop.
Random T.
E-O...
E-pop T.
Like K-pop, but with a T.
Mm-hmm.
And a T.
And a T.
Like Pop-Tarts.
Like an Epops, yeah.
Except the T is silent.
Anyway, that's the organization you joined because that's the organization that so many Gatewalkers, those who have come to be known bearing the sigil, whether it be on their throat, on their hand, somewhere else, marked and branded, scarred on their body, the glowing sigil that seems to demark those who came back after the missing moment. Now, only a few miles outside the town, we begin. Sighing, Dr. Rittleson uses a black handkerchief to mop the sweat from his age-spotted forehead. I fear this is the last I accompany you. I have matters to attend to further east. I've no doubt that you can handle this investigation yourselves. Of all my field researchers, you show the greatest promise for uncovering the secrets of the hidden world. I need not remind you of the importance of your mission. He points to his throat, the mysterious rune emblazoned across it, the same mark that brought you all together, the one you all share. 3 months ago, we embarked on this mystery. All across the world, elven teleportation gates, the Ayudera, burst with light and lured people just like us in with visions of our greatest desires. A subset of we so-called gatewalkers returned from the sojourn. Some, like you, bearing fantastic new abilities. We all, however, remain ignorant of what befell us on the other side of our doorway. How we became marked with this unknown sign. Or what may have happened to the many of us who did not return. In every university, in every seminary, scholars are ransacking their libraries to understand this missing moment. Yet, I believe that you, will succeed where they all failed. For our quest into the paranormal is not merely academic, but personal. Toward that end, I've given you my most promising lead, 7 Arches. For centuries, any elf who approached the city's infamous 7 Arches has been subjected to a terrible curse. Yet, on the night of the missing moment, the curse was somehow lifted. We need to know why. The city's famed Ayudera no doubt hold some of the answers we seek, and moreover represent a prime research opportunity to study the portals in person. And that's where you come in. To help, I've arranged for you to meet with an old associate of mine, Fianara Caralestri. Fianara Caralestri.
Are you sure you know this person?
I'm fairly certain. You get to my age and things are fuzzy, especially, time magic. And anyway, Fianara Caralestri claims to have crucial information about the Arches. And there she is now. An elven woman wearing traveler's leathers and a backpack that is overflowing with scrolls waves from the Caravansari's porch. All right. As I said, this is where I leave you now. If you have any questions for me, ask them.
Why is it called 7 Arches?
Well, that's a good question. In the center of the city, there are 7 Ayudera, or elven teleportation gates. These do take the form of grand and beautiful arches created by elves long ago. Their true purpose is not fully understood, but I hope to uncover more. Well, I hope you uncover more for me. As I said, this is as far as I go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I got about 10% of that.
Well, I'm just reading the information and telling you what's going on. It's really about paying attention. I did whisper it to you if you check your chat log.
What's a chat log?
Oh, I was trying to role play, but okay.
I got that. That's okay, Bob. I got it.
I'm sorry, I have.
I know my character and my real life are pretty much the same. It's my bad.
I have these godless flashes of sitting in front of a bizarre screen. Yes, well, if you paid more attention, then perhaps you would hear what I had to say. But
That's all right, Bob. We'll fill you in later.
Thanks.
any further questions? Nobody perhaps wants to know about the curse I was talking about?
Yeah. Can you
who this
explain
chick
more
is?
about the curse?
Absolutely. The Obnubiate Curse. A terrible affliction. Clearly very magical in nature. First, you fall unconscious. And then you shrivel up. You lose your memory and you dissolve into ash. Thankfully, it only affects elves. He glances in the direction of Foxglove and Calabra. So, be careful. However, since the missing moment, it doesn't seem to exist anymore. Any of those who have had it have slowly become cured, and elves have been able to approach the arches without obtaining the curse. However, the Oak Wardens are still guarding it. Anyone?
So we're gonna have to sneak by the Oak Wardens then.
Perhaps there'll be a conversation. Perhaps things have changed since I haven't been there in a few months.
I doubt the old prejudice have died that quickly.
He shrugs understandingly. As for Fianara, an old traveling companion from back before I settled down into my studies, from when my knees didn't crack with every step, you understand? You'd do well to trust her.
And are we to report back to you with any findings we have? Where will you be?
He gets a little surprised at the question and a little uncomfortable. Well, I suppose if you could find a secure, and I do mean secure, way to get a message to me, that would be grand. Otherwise, we'll have to wait until our investigations are concluded, and we meet back in Lepidstadt. We wouldn't want Lepidstadt. Yes, Lepidstadt. Lepid Stadt. Lepidstadt. We wouldn't want anyone to intercept a message and steal the thunder of our discovery. I'm headed to a city called Uringen. 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 Famous for half of it disappearing and reappearing at random intervals. It's a true arcane splendor.
In again, out again, again.
Yes, that is
very good, Bob.
Very good, Bob. Here is your biscuit. Here you are. And
now, Aaron, do we know where these two cities are?
Reasonably, you guys would have some geographical knowledge, being travelers. I think you left from Lepidstadt originally to come down this road and get here. Okay. So I believe so, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. And Uringen is for decades, it's been like phasing in and out of existence. Like, just pieces of it. So it's mildly famous city.
Okay.
Cool. That sounds fun.
And if you're wondering exactly what's in it for you, well, knowledge. Don't you want to know what happened to you beyond those gates? You were gone for 3 months. That's not nothing. You did something. You gained this power that puts you above others. That set you aside from the common rabble. Why? Who might be pulling those strings? For what reason were you given these powers? Is there a further cost? I want the answers to these as much as you, and my searches take me to the Fading City. Yours, to Seven Arches. Anything else? Further questions before I get on my way?
What's for lunch?
Well, that's quite up to you. I believe Bob has a biscuit. You can ask him to share.
No, I've already eaten it.
Oh, it's gone.
Do you have any more?
I do not,
Hmm.
actually. No.
Unfortunate.
This is unfortunate. That was going to be my lunch. If you...
One biscuit?
Well, I'm an old man. I don't need as much food as you, Bob. All right.
I think he just called you fat, Bob.
Quite a
Oh, I'm
large...
definitely not fat. I could use some more biscuits.
You know,
Where
I
did you
believe
pull a biscuit out from?
it was in my satchel. Did you not see me pull it from my satchel? Here, look at my lovely satchel. All right. Fianara. Good, you're here. Right.
I think he's grown tired.
This is
I've
Fianara.
grown tired of him.
He displays Fianara to you, who looks like this.
Ooh.
Ooh. There we go. Yeah. Fianara.
He said old associate. I was not thinking a young associate.
She chuckles and
She is
says,
an elf.
"Yes, my
That's
age,
racist?
my beauty belies my age. I am actually quite a bit older than Dr. Richardson here. Fianara, these fine associates of mine, I've already filled you in a little bit. As I, just, why don't you introduce yourselves? Fianara, this is Bob.
Hello.
Yo, do the thing, Bob.
Why don't you describe yourself, Bob? We don't know what you look like.
Do the thing.
Okay, I guess. So you see this like kind of bulky, but not fat.
Oh, it's canon.
Human being, with like kind of metal plates covering part of his face. Impromptu, like healings. Carrying a large tower shield on his back in scale mail armor. Long, kind of grizzly beard, a little bit of gray in there. He's not too old though. He's only what did I put my age at? 41 years old. He's a white dude. And he's about, like 6 foot.
Okay.
He just seems like a regular guy, like a regular fighter.
As you give your simple, quick, sweet introduction, Dr. Riddleson gestures to Foxglove. Says, "This is Foxglove."
Foxglove is a very slenderish female elf, very pallid and pale and sickly looking, stringy platinum hair. Looks like she hasn't eaten in weeks, even though she has. She holds herself in a very weird manner. It's just she doesn't hold herself very naturally, and has just a very otherworldly aura about herself. And then going around her feet, kind of in a like a toddler going around in a circular motion, you see this purple jewelry box just running around and with little chicken feet. And then every once in a while it would sit down, its feet disappeared, and then as it sits down, it'll like tap on her shoe, and she'll just pick up a little piece of bread and throw it, and it'll open the top of it, and you'll see little teeth. It'll eat the little piece of bread, and then it'll start running around again while it's digesting. Oh, and she's a very young looking elf. Probably looks in human years between 18 and 20. She's 5'4". Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Riddleson gestures to Calabra. This is Calabra.
You see a elven male with blue skin, blue hair, and a demon tail. He's got the tiefling heritage. Well dressed. Doesn't look like he likes to be out in nature. Looks more like a city folk. Has a rapier at his hip. And is standing there kind of doing one of these, looking rather disgusted at being outside, rather be inside. Kind of observing everybody as they proceed. Looks very lithe and agile. And that's about it.
He gestures to the hobgoblin, kind of hunched down in the back. This is unfortunately Rozek.
Unfortunately, what is that supposed to mean? Anyways,
nothing to mean anything by it.
Rozak, blue skin, green hair, long hobgoblin ears. He's got a satchel at his side full of alchemy supplies, and he likes to make up all his potions and whatnot. 30 years old, little wiry motherfucker.
Dr. Riddleston seems off-put by you, both by the fact that you're a hobgoblin and by the fact that you make bombs all the time.
Yep.
And then a final nod to Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe, the kobold. At your service. Of scaly from the bottom, coming up to a bit more fur, fluff at the top. You know, very, very cute looking. Just kind of sitting there with this really fancy, like Sherlock Holmes pipe. Just yes. And occasionally you see like little sparks of lightning kind of just shoot out of it. You'd see he's got a really big kind of tattoo you'd assume all up his chest, but you only see parts coming out of his armor. He's just a really relaxed kobold druid, just enjoying the day.
Dr. Edward excuses himself. Saying,
real quick, you should show a picture of Sweetums.
There you go, yeah. Dr. Edward excuses himself, saying, really, time is of the essence, and I must be going. She knows everything that I know, and we'll fill you in on the way. Enjoy. He steps back into his carriage and gives you all a curt wave before sitting down and shutting the curtain. And the carriage whips its horses, and they take off down the road. She stands there, her hands on her hips, giving you all a kind of curt look. All right. I'm not sure what that brilliant cracked nut, told you, but as I told Doc Etty, I have some information that I think I'll find useful. I think you'll find useful. But if you want it, you're going to have to help me first. She points across the bridge, not far in the distance, down this beautiful forest path. I'd like to test a theory, but the Oak Stewards still aren't letting elves into Seven Arches. To be honest, I'm not especially keen to test the rumor about the curse suddenly lifting, nor the uptick in the attacks from the Gorgus, monstrous shadow-eyed fey creatures, if you're unfamiliar. She shrugs. What can I say? I'm a reader and a writer, not an adventurer. So here's what I need. Seven Arches is supposedly named for the cluster of 7 Ayudera in the middle of the city. Well, I've been going through old records, and I've reason to believe those arches are fake. Decoys. To draw attention away from the real arches. But if I want to publish my findings, I need proof. From her bag, Fianara draws a foot-long glass tube with a cluster of hollow bulbs at one end, like a mace. This is an aura recorder. I've keyed specifically to Ayudera. When you pass it through an Iodera, it will record the gate's magical signature. I'd like you to go to the town center and use this to read the aura of one of the gates there. If I'm correct, this will prove that the aura of the supposed 7 arches is all wrong for true Iodera. Sound good? Can you do that for me?
You
Move
do
through archway,
realize you do realize that one of us is very visible an elf, and I look over at Foxglove, and the other one, and I kind of do, is an elf, even though I might not look 100% like an elf.
She shrugs. You know, this is why I hired adventurers from Dr. Etwood. You lot have many tricks up your sleeve to get in and out of places. You telling me this is too much for you? Well,
No,
maybe I can take my information and go to the next party.
No. All right, we'll just wrap bandages on both your heads and say you got cracked in the head.
However you want to handle it. Put on a helmet. Whatever you need to do.
Very well. Seeing we're doing this for you, what are we getting out of this besides your information?
And we were promised lunch.
Well, I can get you lunch.
When we promised lunch?
We're making a trade of information, and that is it. There's not money involved in this. There's not pay coming out of my pocket. For that, you need to talk to Dr. Etwood at the end of all this. I am
Very well,
paying
that's
him
all.
in information. You are doing work for me.
So are we to meet you back here?
Yes, I will be staying in the forest. Simply blow on this whistle when you need to call me. Come to this spot, call out, and I will meet you.
If we're not getting paid, can I at least blow something up?
You know, as long as it's not tractor back to me, I care not.
Sweet. All right, I'm in.
She hands
There goes
over
subtlety.
a silver owl whistle. Who
Cool.
takes it?
I takes it.
Okay. It's worth about a silver piece, but it lets out a beautiful owl-like call when you blow onto it. Okay.
Hoot.
Hoot, hoot.
She says, "Oh." And on the question of perhaps how, she rummages through the trunk in the back of her carriage and pulls out a disguise kit. I did happen to have one of these. I'm not sure about the other one.
That's helpful.
She hands it over.
Pass it over to Foxglove. Although, Aaron,
Yeah.
how are hobgoblins and kobolds viewed? Is this
Not super. I mean, ideally, they're not terribly, like, horribly looked down upon in this part of the world.
Just physically looked down upon.
Physically, kind of, yeah. What the adventure path recommends that I do is treat hobgoblins and kobold creatures of that nature with a sort of disdain from shopkeeps and like people who are exhausted with rodents or scavengers throughout there. They have a what do you call that?
stigma?
A stigma about them. So they should be watched and
Sure.
shooed away if possible. But if they're shown to have gold, right?
Sure.
If they're shown to have
Sure.
gold or they're shown to be intelligent, then obviously they'll improve their standing with people or whatnot. Elves are generally just not allowed in the city.
Okay. So
And
they're
what
still
about
even
tiefling?
looked better upon than us.
Tieflings are still judged based off of their initial race.
Okay, so it would be the elf is the negative, not necessarily the tiefling for me.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Collabor, we can just say you're my deformed brother or something.
Oh, that's a bit of a stretch, my friend. And I
thought-
looked down at him.
Yeah,
You can say you're my
deformed
deformed brother.
Now you two, yes, Kobe and Rozak, but that won't help much.
Yeah, we're not elves.
No. I think we need to disguise Foxglove as much as we can, because she's the more obvious of the elf. I can kind of hide behind my skin and coloring a bit more, I think.
Foxglove is already sat down on the ground in kind of like a childlike going through like dress up clothes and just kind of like throwing stuff out of the disguise kit and just kind of like trying to figure out what she's going to do with it, but very unsure of how it necessarily works, and whatever she creates on her own is going to look like a 3-year-old putting on their father's business suit.
Would somebody like to help Foxglove with the disguise kit?
I don't do fashion.
I'll help.
Alright.
No, dear, like this, and I'll try to modify what she's got to make it fit a little better for her and make it look more realistic.
I mean, doesn't she just need a hat?
I'm telling you guys, bandages and blood.
I kind of point out the cheekbones, that they're very angular compared to humans, and so we got to try to soften those up. And
She's just
right.
malnourished.
well, she is that, but she's not even for an elf. No offense, Foxglove.
There was offense.
Do you want some sort of check?
Yes, it'll be a disguise check.
There's
But-
no disguise. What do you want?
Can you use the disguise kit?
Oh,
Did you add the
That's right,
disguise kit?
no. If you click on these, doesn't it come up with? Oh, it doesn't.
Give me a second.
You can search disguise kit in the compendium and add that into one of your inventories.
Yep, I'm working on it right now.
Awesome.
I have
Is it
some
emergency
mud
disguise?
and some leaves.
I
Is that
can roll
help?
to use soap.
Sorry, is it an emergency disguise?
It is
Disguise
not. It's just disguise kit.
So yeah, in compendium, there's disguise kit there.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. Okay, there we
What does
go.
it say? Contains cosmetics, facial hair, gum, a few simple wigs. You usually need disguise kit in order to impersonate someone who uses the deception skill.
It'll be a deception,
Deception
check.
skill.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, if we're both doing it together, does one of us roll with fortune?
No. Maybe a moment. I
It
haven't.
sounded like a car taking off when you were doing that.
I mean, you also said you were doing it like a 3-year-old dressing themselves, so.
I would have figured it out. I would have just looked like a tall.
I love
child.
Pathfinder because you can get elite cosmetics disguise kit, and it actually adds a +1 circumstance bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
Oh,
Same with
item
these
bonus,
picks
not even
and stuff like
circumstance. So it's a permanent +1 bonus.
Yeah. Same with these picks. Eventually, I can get better ones,
Yeah.
and they increase your chances.
No.
Oh, shit. That's cool.
No. You might have gotten a circumstance bonus if you didn't RP you doing it like a child. It'll just be them doing it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So am I rolling, or is she?
You are. You're assisting the
Let me-
Fox stuff.
Don't forget, everyone has 1 hero point.
Let me
You
offer
don't
you
get to
some
keep them. Yeah.
guidance.
A little bit of guidance coming on here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it the same as?
It is not at
Oh,
all.
just a plus-
You only get a +1 bonus.
Which is
So
going
that's,
to take that to
13.
13.
Do 1 check, and you can't do it again for 1 hour.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've rolled a 13.
13.
Fox
This
Glove,
ain't no kids version.
No.
you've managed to tuck Foxglove's ears underneath a nice looking kind of headdress that might be from a different part of the world, making her look more like a traveler from the far reaches rather than somebody from a local area. You've also managed to hide those ears in such a way that between her hair and the hat, with a headdress, and that it kind of looked very normal. It very well might fool somebody.
There was a lady in the village that I grew up near who taught me how to do fortune telling, and she'd always wear one of these. Although I think I scared her.
It
Did
looks
she
nice.
read your fortune, dear? Did she read your fortune? Is that why she got scared?
She refused to.
How
Probably a good
rude.
move on her part. All right.
Now, I am sure that you are aware of each other's abilities, but I would like to ponder on what further ways you would be useful to me. What are you
I think
capable
he
of?
blows stuff up.
He blows stuff up. We've gotten to that. Does he do other things? Does he just Rosek, do you do things more than blowing things up?
Yeah, I do shady surgery too.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Colby, what is your forte?
Herbs.
Herbs?
Yeah.
Interesting. Are you magical at all?
Oh, yeah. I'm good at the
Look, now is
You know-
not a time to be vague. It's just time
the
to be
naturey
specific.
thing. Oh, mainly in nature, druidy stuff.
Oh, neat. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Foxglove, you seem
Apparently,
to have some mysticism about you.
To really unsettle people.
I didn't notice.
Is that a character trait, or are you perhaps proficient in spell casting? What do you bring to your party's whole deal?
Well, I mean, most people find the spells unsettling, so I guess that's it.
Unsettling spells, very good. And Calabra, what is it that?
Well, I do a little bit of this and that and a little bit of everything else. I can get what you need. I can usually
you're-
find what...
You're a rogue. Very good.
He just kind of...
And Mr. Bobkins, you seem to be proficient with a shield.
Oh, trusty here.
Yes, indeed.
And I kind of just lift it off my back and let it drop, and it kind of digs into the ground a little bit.
My, that's a portcullis. This is much more than a standard tower shield. Where did you get
Look.
this?
You'll want this on me between you and whatever's attacking us.
Well, perhaps it's a good thing that I'm staying here then. All right.
Cody,
Bob-
that thing is bigger than both of us.
And Bob needs to apologize to the grass.
She looks down. The grass is smashed underneath the shield.
Sorry.
Very good.
Cookie, please.
You will find 7 arches, not too far down the road. I wish you luck. Do you remember your mission? I know it's only been 5 minutes since
No.
I told you, but I am.
Tube and
Put
arch.
this doohickey through the center of one of the arches in the center of town.
Yeah,
Correct.
what he
That's some
said.
magic stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, just
And
pass
then
it through.
owl whistle.
Get
And
past
come back
the
here and blow
oaken
the whistle.
doors and all this. Yes, very easy thing to do. Enjoy yourselves while you are there. Stay out of trouble. I'll be here.
Does the disguise kit, just because I don't know, does the disguise kit allow for more than one disguise, or is it one
This
kit per disguise?
You get
is
multiple
a
disguises.
good question.
I believe it says there.
Yeah,
I
check
didn't
it out.
see, so I just wasn't sure if you knew.
Let's check it out. I don't know. I don't know off the bat.
Disguise
Because
kit.
it says you have to replenish it. Disguise kit elite.
Let's see.
Set
Ah.
up the disguise in order to
Fe-
impersonate someone.
Fianara's supplies. She gives you a standard.
3.
She gives you a standard disguise kit and 5 replacement cosmetics. So she gives you 5 uses. Of,
5 uses.
6 uses of
6
disguise.
uses. Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm going to try to disguise myself as well a bit just my
Okay.
ears and
Go ahead and roll your deception. All right.
okay. Well, might be a success. We're not sure. Okay. Now going forward, Art, I just thought of this. Should this maybe have been a secret roll on your part?
I'm thinking. I literally just had the same thought, and I'm gonna do a little background check real quick.
Sorry, guys. We're just getting used to Pathfinder and secret rolls and stuff, so you're learning with us.
If we had a sponsor, we would talk about him right now.
We do not guarantee.
Dude,
we're doing it
Foundry
right
VTT,
either.
you guys. They're not sponsoring us, but oh my god, I love this system so much.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot better than
This is the
Roll20.
closest you could get to actually just playing Pathfinder,
Tabletop.
the video game.
Yeah. Or yeah.
I haven't said damn this roll 20 once tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Mm-hmm. Disguise is a charisma check.
I said
Yeah.
deception check.
It's a deception under the disguise kit.
That's weird because disguise on the SRD is saying charisma. All right, hold
Yeah,
on.
Well, deception is based on charisma, is the stat modifier.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a deception. Okay, I get it. All right,
Right?
double checking. It's opposed by other people's passive perception checks, but you get bonuses. You get bonuses, and you also take negatives. Okay.
Okay.
Minor details only. So for Foxglove, that would be minor details, just a hat and some changing
Yep.
of the hair. So Foxglove gets +5 to her check.
Okay.
But she's also going as a different race entirely, which is trying to pass off for human or something,
So it's
which
minus-
is -2 off of that for a +3 total.
Okay.
Is what Foxglove will get. So Foxglove would have rolled a 16 with the guidance, which is good. Now, you are not changing minor details, Galabra.
Well, I'm not changing the fact that I'm a tiefling.
Okay.
I'm just trying to hide my ears. I'm
Okay.
trying to hide my elven part.
Then you'll have the same deal. You'll have the
Okay,
same
so
deal.
so +3. So then I've got a 14.
A 14. Fantastic.
What, you never
And-
seen a blue human before?
And Rozek can now make the same check if he'd like to. He can also attempt to disguise himself, or Kobe if they'd like to. They don't necessarily need to because they know that only elves are banned.
Yeah, I think it's only the elves that need to. I say in character like to. I think it's just me and Foxglove that really need to worry about this. And I think
We
we
want
should
to cover this up anyway.
Yeah,
It's
how we're
beautiful.
gonna? Yeah, we're not gonna be able to cover all of.
Do they
Rozek's
have any
stuff.
fake mustaches in there? I've never had a mustache.
You rifle
I-
through it? Yeah. Yeah.
I give it to him. He puts it.
Wait, would
I
grass
got
work
you.
better? Then it'd be green.
Grass
no,
mustache?
no, dear.
The map is dark. Oh, there we go.
Wait, half
Just needs to load.
wait.
Zoom.
Yeah,
Cool.
you can just dash across the whole city. All right.
Oh, it's a city for ants. Jeez.
Yeah, you guys are starting down here.
Whoa, how did I zoom all the way down there?
Well, I put you down there because
Oh, yep, I will put myself back.
that's where you're coming into the city.
River basin there, or
Does
the
it
opening?
auto tell you how far away something is? Awesome.
Yes, it does. It's all. For our viewers, I did not have to do a lick of prep work. This entire map was bought. The entire package was bought off of Payzo.com. They offer Foundry VTT fully made packages with it's all really well done. Great looking maps, fully set up walls, openable, closable doors, windows, everything. All of that stuff is already made and put in. Every map you need. The only prep work you'll have to do is anything else you want to add, anywhere your characters happen to take you that's not on the main road. So a lot, but still. All right.
Okay.
As you travel down the road, disguised, it's only about half an hour until you reach the outer walls of the city of Seven Arches.
Wait, did we get lunch? She forget our lunch. How rude.
She didn't give you lunch.
Ugh.
I dip,
Motherfucker.
I dip into my rations. Then I start eating some jerky.
There you go. You eat some jerky. If you're hungry, you eat from your rations. If you didn't buy rations, boy, that sucks.
Kobe, I feel like you and I have the same problem after we had our experience.
All right.
You smell the good food too? Mm.
I always smell the good food. Oh. But I'm so poor right now. I've only got 2 silver left in my name.
Oh,
And Pathfinder, that's quite a bit.
As you approach the city walls,
9 copper, not 2 silver.
you are observed by the Oak Stewards. Massive, warlike druids dressed in natural armor of ironwood, helmets of antlers, and displayed herbs and foliage, or foliage. Yeah, I think it's foliage.
Foliage.
Foliage. Foliage.
Foliage.
Wheelage.
it's made of tinfoil.
Foliage. I can't do it. I can't.
You can't not say it now.
Foliage.
Foliage.
Foliage. It was hard. It was harder than I wanted it to be.
That's what she said.
Glare.
I love your sex tape.
They glare at Foxglove and Calabra, narrowing their eyes as you pass in through the open city gates, but only momentarily, as their gaze shifts away, checking the next people down the road, entering into the fair city. Seemingly
For
successful
now?
in your disguise, you enter into Seven Arches.
Is the
You
blue
know-
line a river?
It is a river. You know that the arches are in Arch Plaza, and that's where you got to go. But hey, you're also in a brand new city that most of you have never been in before. I wonder what's here.
Food market. Where is it? I'll follow my nose.
Bob, are you leading by your stomach again?
I'm so hungry, you guys.
At least you had a
Aren't
biscuit.
you?
I didn't even have a biscuit.
Definitely
I'd like
time
to
for
try
fourth
and
lunch.
search
You
for
would like,
food.
okay.
Oh wait.
You want to make a survival check to go hunting, or
No, I mean it's sort of, but like I'm looking for like, the markets.
as you
No.
smell the air, you smell fresh baked bread, wonderful seasonings. It's a town alive with all the things that make a town living. Beautiful trees raised out of a central ring of wonderfully tall forestry. The sights and sounds of children and commoners walking among the streets, enjoying their lives, going about their business, greet you. You're able to follow your nose quite quickly to a local bakery where they have stacked on the shelves, not fresh bread since it's about noon, but reasonably fresh bread. Heavily crusted bread that's soft and warm on the interior, with butter and cheese.
Cheese, please. How much?
Yeah. Rations amount food. That's a good question. Now let me go ahead and look up food. Meals. This is a square meal. It costs you 3 copper pieces.
Oh, thank God, I can afford that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, all right, I'll buy some cheese bread.
The
Wait, do they have
archive.
meat
Yeah.
bread also, or just cheese and butter bread?
They make sandwiches. You want a sandwich?
Yeah, I want a sandwich.
No, they'll make you a nice.
Kobe,
fresh
they make
turkey sandwich.
sandwiches.
It's a sandwich.
The woman
Oh,
behind the
you're in
counter
for
is
a
like,
treat. I can't.
"Do I have something to show you?"
Do they have a nice charcuterie board?
They're happy to put out a nice charcuterie board with fresh bread, and I mean they're willing to feed you guys. Although you're getting into fine dining here, which will cost you a gold piece.
No, that's them.
So,
Guys-
how much for the sandwich?
It's 3 copper pieces. Nothing too much. A nice and fine meal.
Can I have a cake sandwich?
Cake sandwich.
Yes.
I suppose so, but that would be getting into a fine meal, and it's going into a gold piece. The sugar's not cheap.
Okay, 2.
2 of them. Okay, well then, absolutely, we'll make you 2 cake sandwiches.
Oh, with
How
honey.
big are- How big are the cakes?
You know, I'm not sure. I've never made one of these before. If I'm quite honest with you, I was winging it, trying to get extra gold for my shop. It's been kind of a low day. So, how big do you need them to be?
A gold's worth, I guess.
That's how big I was going to make them. You know what? Let's see if you're satisfied, and then we can talk.
Okay.
All right, so she'll make a meat sandwich, a charcuterie board, 2 cake sandwiches, whatever the fuck that is. And Kalabra, did you want anything?
I'm
Since we're
just
apparently ordering
sitting there
fast
shaking my head at these uncouth heathens who have obviously never been in a city before and are embarrassing themselves. And I'm just kind of looking at the baker going, I'm sorry.
How dare you, sir? I've been to cities. I just wanted a sandwich.
food? She shrugs as she takes the money and puts it in the till.
Oh wait, but what kind of sandwich is it? Not the cake one. That sounds really bizarre.
I didn't ask, just a meat sandwich, and I take a bite.
It's ham and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
It's delicious. It's turkey. It's good.
They have turkeys in this world?
Turkey. Yeah. It's some kind of flight. Why are you making it more difficult than it needs to be? You guys aren't even here for sandwiches. What the fuck are you doing?
You're the one who said, hey, it's a new city, a
You
place you've
told
never
us
been
during
before.
character creation that we get a free deviant feat, and our drawbacks are part of our character.
It's true. It's true.
And a man needs a sandwich.
Man needs a sandwich.
I'm just jealous that Bob got a biscuit. That just made me hungry.
Yeah, you were too slow.
We barely started and we're already in with the bullshit.
I'm hungry.
You should have said he had a biscuit. All I'm saying.
He didn't
Dry.
buy a biscuit.
I hope your biscuit was dry.
Water all that much better.
All right, I'm going to pull out my silver to pay for my meal.
Okay.
I'm gonna just go with the sandwich.
That's 3 copper pieces.
Where is my stuff?
Just empty 2 gold out onto the counter, say, thank you. Just walk off with my cake sandwiches.
She nods, confusedly makes change for your sandwich, your cake sandwich, and gives it to one of your allies.
There better be honey in this.
I imagine it's just like a chocolate cake with like bacon pieces in it.
Yeah,
That's 2 copper extra.
It's
for
pretty
honey.
much, yeah.
But just bits of bread on top.
Yeah. I guess this is how we learn the new system, right? We just throw
So-
the DM through both.
And the bullshit go.
DM, just so you know, I have already cast a first level spell
Okay.
before we had gone into town,
Okay.
and it's spent.
Fantastic. Well, that's really cool spell. I like it.
I'm gonna flavor it a little bit, and if you don't like the flavor, then holler at me.
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, let me know when it happens. All right. You walk out of the bakery, leaving the woman well paid, but confused as to who these completely bizarre strangers are who did not seem to understand basic customs
Yeah, I tip a silver piece.
and what a menu
Oh,
is.
Jesus.
I don't tip.
So as we all shuffle out, I kind of okay, everybody gather around for a moment. Now,
Oh, okay.
never
while
thought
you
we'd have
start
to have
doing-
this conversation.
While you start doing that, you'll see me just kind of go like this, right on my actual like bare skin. And when I do that, I move my hand. You can see Sweetums kind of pop out of my actual body, and I
Jesus.
break off a little piece of sandwich. And I give it to him, and he sucks back in.
Okay, Foxglove. I mean, I know
Well,
we've
that's a
seen
good
this.
idea.
Now, oh come on, guys.
I look at that
Low-key.
and then look at my sandwich and take another bite.
Kobe takes off his shirt, and you see a giant tattoo of a forest, and then just like an alien bursts out of his stomach. You'll see Pumpkin.
I just start walking.
What the fuck is going on?
I just walk. Loki. We don't want to draw attention.
You guys, we were just about to have our first group huddle.
So that just bursts out of my stomach, takes a
What
bite.
the fuck was that?
Oh, that's Pumpkin.
Oh, hi, Pumpkin.
Can I pet him?
Sure.
Wait. Did Calabra? And I just speed up towards Calabra.
Yeah, I started walking. I was like, I was trying to explain subtlety and nope. Just start walking.
The party
I can
remembers.
make anything pop out of me.
The party
I'm sure we
remembers
could if we tried.
their
Capital?
goal is to somehow get to the Arch Plaza and investigate the arches, getting past the Oak Stewards that guard it.
This is what I was trying to explain to these people.
Neither
Right.
do
I
they
have
know
short
their
legs.
way
Wait
around
up,
the
wait up.
city, so they don't really know where to go. And they also don't know anything about the security of the city, the guards, the noble tree.
So where did we get to, Aaron? Did we get past this first wall
Oh no,
gate?
I moved you right to where you were at.
Okay, so we are there. Okay, that's
Yeah.
where we are. Okay.
Yeah, you're all right where Calabra is, just
Okay.
inside the gates.
So as they get closer to me again, I'm like, okay, can we try this again? Look, we don't know this city. We know they don't like elves. So let's try not to draw attention to ourselves. I mean, I know we already stand out with who we are and the way we look, but there's no need to go overboard. And I look at Pumpkin.
You're right.
Uh,
That's right. You're right. You're totally right.
I mean, as such, I mean, Bob is the only human here among us, and I think maybe he should, oh, God help us, take the lead.
Whatever you need. Where are we going?
But he was
That's
a
just
Goliath.
it. We're not sure. We know we have to get to the arches, but we don't know where they are in this city.
Why don't we go back and ask the sandwich lady?
Because I think she's had quite enough of us already. I think maybe Bob should ask somebody without us all being around. Because, Rozek, I love your green hair and blue skin, and I kind of point to my own blue skin. But we stand out, my friend. Same with you, Kobe.
Okay, I know what to do. I got this. And I walk away like 20 feet, and then I ask the first person I see.
The first person you see happens to be a 12-year-old boy who is currently running down the street to meet up with his friends. As you call out at him, bellowing as a massive human warrior, he turns to you and his eyes sparkle with awe.
You there, boy! What
Yes.
day is it? No, I'm just kidding.
I believe it's Christmas, sir.
It's
Yes,
not
but
too
what
late.
Okay, back a little bit.
You there, boy! Can you tell me which way to the arches?
Well, yes, sir. If you follow the rivers, any path along the river should take you there. But don't you know,
No, what?
the archers aren't allowed for any, they're off limits.
For how long?
They've always been off limits, as long as I've known.
Well, and I kind of like gussy up, like looking even more like heroic adventure. I bet you and your friends might know a secret way in there.
Where are your marks located?
My Whatty Wettons.
Your Gatewalker mark. Each and every one of you is branded with a Gatewalker mark.
Oh, mine is on my left butt cheek.
Okay.
Mine's on my throat.
So it's safe to say the boy doesn't see yours, Bob.
No.
Yeah.
Let's
Rosette,
hope not.
where's yours?
He does. That's a whole other conversation.
We need to make this canon, so I need you guys to tell me where it is and then make a note of it. Rosette, where's yours?
I did write it in my notes on my character sheet. I just wrote on my butt, but I actually on my left butt cheek.
Awesome.
Mine's gonna be right here.
Okay, Allie,
Left hand.
left hand, and Kobe.
Hi.
Eye. Okay. The boy's eyes scan past Bob at the group not too far in the distance, and his eyes widen, sparkling even further. Are you a Gatewalker?
Well, don't go telling everyone, but yes, we are.
Go on, show him. Show me.
I'm not gonna show him.
No.
Remember what happened last time?
Don't show.
What are you here for? You're here about the Ayudera. Oh, you're here about the. I'm sorry.
We're like, we just want to go check them out, okay? Like,
For sure, Mister. Yeah, if you follow down these walkways, he looks around left and right and notices his friends are standing in the distance, like, I've got to go, but the shift change happens around 5, so I don't know if that's helpful. He
that
runs
is
off.
very helpful. And I say, here, take this, and I kind of like throw him a piece of chalk. Like, I think that's a cool thing to give somebody.
He catches it. His eyes are like sparkling. That's like expensive shit. Like he would never think to buy chalk, and that's just.
And I just created the first tagger.
Throw him a bomb. He might like that.
No,
Ah!
Rozak, no. Okay, remember what happened last time?
She said I could blow something up.
The little boys.
Oh,
Again, low key.
He runs
under
off to
radar.
meet up with his friends, and in the distance, you realize the little boy is super, super bad at keeping secrets. Just the very first thing he does is like jump up and down with his friends and then point off in your direction.
I suggest we
think
move.
we should go. He said follow the river, and it should lead us where we want to go. And what was the last thing? The guards change. It's I wasn't really paying attention to what it was saying.
Recall knowledge check.
5. It was
There
5
you go.
o'clock. It was 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay, you got it.
I do get bonuses to that because I have dubious knowledge as a skill feat. Or skill feat.
All right. The party, now having met a friend in the city, knows the way. Following along the river should lead them to the Arch Plaza.
Follow
the river.
Follow.
The party follows the river, passing several checkpoints of Oak Stewards.
This circular area, is there anything of interest in here? Or is it just like, it seems like
to
it's
be mostly-
divided in...
It seems to be mostly housing as you
Okay.
pass through it. Primarily housing. A small break,
to
if you
all
will.
Of our stream people, Pat and I went to our local comic book convention and found this guy who made amazing printed mugs that we can probably hide our caffeine addiction in. And it makes it super nice. And the cool thing is it fits tall boys, or you have a little riser that does twist, I forgot, that you can keep your dice in. So
or
this
drugs.
We do not do drugs on stream.
On stream.
Or dice. So this
is that
cool
hard to
place
pass?
is called the Diabolical Dungeoneer. So I'd like to plug them because they were pretty cool. So give them money because they're pretty neat people.
And they'll give you things. Give them money and they'll give you things.
Yes, because you're buying things and that's how commerce works.
They also had some really wicked dice towers.
They did. But we don't roll
Real dice anymore. So.
dice anymore. So, but we do drink an insane amount of soda.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
I'm
should
sorry,
break.
fine. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
we should break.
Yeah, we should break. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, Mace, you want to go outside?
I agree with that because we're actually about to go into our first real scenario, our real event. You've reached the Seven Arches, and you will find it populated by a couple Oak Stewards who seem very keen-eyed and aware of the area. How
Close.
will you get it done? Let's find out after the break.
All right.
Hey,
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's go ahead and get ourselves onto the map. Everybody has arrived in the overall town square here in Seven Arches.
Definitely be over by the food. Food cart. Yeah.
As you approach, you see these 7 beautiful Ayudera standing grand and tall, radiating a mystical energy from them. In the center of this roped off portion, 7 trees stand with the 7 arches directly behind them, and directly in front of them, the Oak Wardens, the Oak Stewards. The Oak Stewards stand with their staves, their antler helmets, their wood armor. They eye you as you enter the town square, curious about what some of you might be up to. They stand guard at their posts, unwavering, unmoving, no emotion. There are various shops, buildings nearby, various citizens might be able to help, might have small amounts of information for you. Ultimately, as the party approaches, and the Oak Stewards seem to narrow their eyes momentarily, and then accept you as non-elves and they're not, therefore, not something to totally be threatened by. Bob Bobkins steps up to them. As he steps up, they step together and cross their staves in front of him and say nothing.
I'd like to get by.
You may not, they say.
Why?
Decree from the council. Be gone.
Who's the council?
As Bob's doing that, I'm gonna just try to. You said there's vendors and stuff over this way. I'm gonna try to nonchalantly look like I'm talking to vendors, but try to make my way around and out of their eyesight.
Got it. They stand there in front of Bob Bobkins, and they have ultimately stopped responding, saying once more, "Be gone."
How rude.
how tall is that fence around the perimeter?
The fence around the perimeter is about waist high. It's about 4-ish feet off the ground. It's a thick, heavy, knotted rope.
Are knotted between the trees?
Mm-hmm.
So is it just like stakes or is it like...
It's set between posts and the trees.
Okay, so it's essentially like amusement park thing rope.
Yeah, like a double
Beautiful.
layered barrier knotted rope.
Sure.
Yes.
Do we see birds in the trees flying through? Or is it I'm looking to see if there's some sort of mystic barrier that's preventing anything from going over the fence.
You don't.
So I'm trying to
any
see if there's any birds or
frittering
anything.
around in the area. Not to your total awareness. You can make a perception check if you'd like to see if you can perhaps see anything more to that kind of realm. Bob Hopkins makes his way around.
Who currently has the scepter?
I think Calabra does.
Okay. We never really stated, but sure, well, if that's fine, we'll go with that.
Calabra.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Can I have the scepter?
Sure.
How big is the scepter?
The scepter's 3 feet long.
Oh, I don't have an idea.
It's a 3-foot long glass tube. The Oak Steward seems to make a patrol around the rope as suspicious figures have clearly come in and begun a bit of a hushed whisper around them. Colby walks up to his fellow druid. The druid looks down and says, "Can I help you, little one?"
Oh, hey, I say in Druidic. So, what's the deal with these arch things here? Just passing through and, it's called
These-
7 arches.
The 7 arches are cordoned off for the safety of the citizenry. They are deadly to elves, and their purpose is ultimately unknown. To prevent any potential disaster, my young friend, you are not allowed to go near them.
As, druid to druid here. Think I know of some good herb gathering sites. Maybe if you let me have a quick look, I can
There
tell you about them.
There is nothing that I can do. However, druid to druid, if you wish to speak with the Oak Steward Council, they may have more to say on the subject.
Okay.
Would you like to press even further and attempt a diplomacy check?
Sure.
What do you say to press even further?
These are some pretty good herb spots I know about, and what's gonna a little look that can't hurt, right? I mean, they're just arches, so, in and out before anyone notices.
Roll your diplomacy check. Calabra is off talking to somebody. He's off
Oh, shit.
speaking with. Calabra, what are you up to?
I'm like I said, I'm trying to see if there's anything stopping anything from going over the barrier, but I'm talking to people as they're walking by, vendors, and just kind of looking over my shoulder, trying to be as nonchalant as possible about
Occasionally,
my actual motive.
Occasionally, a leaf falls from the tree, and it does flutter back and forth from both sides of the rope without
Okay.
any difficulty,
Okay.
as far as you're aware. As Colby has rolled a very good persuasion check. The guard looks down to him and says, "Tell us true. You and your allies are here for what purpose? Honesty will get you further, young one."
Well, honestly, just look at the arches. And I kind of just point to my eye. So, have been through one before.
And you shan't be through these ones. I
No.
suppose I could take you closer myself.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
He calls to his other friend, or his other guard, who makes his way over and takes up his post once more. Do you want to pass the device to Kobe?
Yeah, sure. I'll try to. I'm right in front of him, so I don't know how I'm going to sleight of hand this, but
And it'd be a joint sleight of hand.
and it'd be really
It'd be-
hard, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What time is it?
The Oak Steward, who is intensely disciplined, is not turning your direction, and he says, "Based on the sun, 2:00. looking at Kobe. As you pull the large glass tube from your pocket and hand it to Kobe, he inquires, "What manner of device is that?"
It's my focus. Well, one of them, especially for these archers.
All right. You'll need to roll a deception check because you're a little bald face lying to the guy.
Okay. Go deception.
Wait, should it? Okay.
Oof.
Hero
His,
point.
His
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you use your hero point.
Did you want to roll that?
no,
No? Cool.
That's you.
Go! Hero point.
Oh.
The guard's eyes narrow, and he and his brethren step together and say, "Your motives are deceitful. Begone, lest this become a challenge."
Guys, let's just go for now. Okay.
That's rude.
We'll go talk to the council or something and figure this out.
I
we
still
should
tell
go
him
get
of
a
a good
sandwich.
herbalism spot.
You did have a successful initial diplomacy check, but because you lied to him as part of that diplomacy, and then continued to do nothing but lie to him when he asked you to be truthful, you failed.
I still tell him about the herbalism spot.
He doesn't seem to care, honestly.
You lied.
Burn the bridge.
Yeah,
Lord.
he's like glaring at you. He doesn't understand why or how you got to be a druid.
What are these? Are these? I know there's doors here, but are there signs on these? Oops, I didn't mean to open it.
Yeah. Over here,
like-
there's a tavern. You got a nice old tavern over here.
How do they keep
There's-
drunk people out of the
There's
arches?
there looks to be like a library off in this direction. There's definitely some sort of curio shop up here, curio or magic shop, and honestly, the rest of these seem to be like houses.
Oh, shall we?
Look, guys, let's just get it.
Shall we go to the tavern and get a drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this like a fruit stand that's down here by?
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
me?
And there's even a woman sitting on the rug, happily doling out bags of, burlap sacks of produce. You trying to buy some?
How much for an apple?
A copper piece. Copper piece?
Sold.
Oh, there you go. Copper piece for an apple. An apple copper
Alright.
piece.
Copper piece.
There you go.
And then as I'm going over here, I gotta go to my screen. Coming over here to join everybody. I'm going to toss the apple over the rope.
It heads over the rope and cracks in half as it hits the ground, and it rolls between the archway. The warden curses at you in Druidic, demanding that you stop such foolishness at once, as he heads off to retrieve the apple.
What?
He picks it up, he pockets it, then he returns to his post.
Oh, my apple! All right, going in. Oh, wrong screen.
You all head on into the tavern. Okay.
So you said, Bob, you said shift changes at 5:00, right?
Exactly.
What time is it now?
They said 2:00.
Oh,
So it looks like we got 3 hours of drinking to do.
why don't at shift chains I just mage hand the rod and just paper airplane it in and out of the archway?
Because they'll see it.
At 5?
Oh, at 5, no, but at 5 we might be able to just walk in. I don't know.
How much does the tube weigh?
I'll battle less than bulk one. Less than bulk one.
So you should be able to use the mage hand.
Or the other thing is would Sweetums be able to hold it in his teeth and run across?
Yeah.
Would
silly.
Sweetums be
I
able to,
could-
or
I-
would Sweetums
I-
eat it?
Well, I take it and I put it, like this. In his little mouth. How ridiculous does he look?
Very ridiculous. I mean, it's like a dog holding a stick that's very long. Sweetums is a little box. It's a little candy box. There's just this extra 1.5 foot of glass tube on either side of it.
Baby pumpkin can help too. The two little ones.
Go ahead, Allie.
Well,
Those are my 2 ideas.
what if we so we're sitting down at a table now. I'll order a round of drinks,
Good man. Good man.
and as the waitress leaves, so we're alone-ish, I'll say, like, so why don't at 5 o'clock? Why don't we cause a bit of a distraction
Yeah, go on.
and not blowing shit up.
Oh.
But we cause a bit of distraction with the guards and see if we can get Sweetums here to sneak around the back. If you're looking at the curio shop, so you leave at, say, like just before 5 o'clock, Foxglove. You go look at the curio shop, which I believe was at the back corner. You go into the shop and do a bit of mindless shopping for a few minutes, and then at 5 after 5, say, so shift change should be just happening and going through. You send Sweetums out, and we'll cause a distraction up front with the guards.
I
And
think
then
I know
if they're
what
up
we can
front
do.
focused on us, hopefully they won't be focused on Sweetums going through the back.
I think I know what we can do to distract him, but I'll need at least 4 more beers.
Well, I hand you my beer because I don't drink.
I
Chuck.
do have bombs that make electricity.
You
don't-
have bombs that make smells?
I can make those myself.
Let's call that Plan Z.
So what do you think? Does that sound like an idea?
Drink after drink.
Bob's
has
drunkenness.
has been set before you. Bob's got 4 cups of ale before him that he's all ordered. A copper piece each, by the way, Bob.
I'm not paying for it.
I'll get Bob drunk,
There you go.
Yeah!
or not drunk, but I'll get him his four beers that he's requested.
I have chugged 2 beers. I will now sip the last 2 beers.
Yeah.
Extra honey in mine, thank you.
Curiously enough, this town seems ingratiated with nature. There's flowers on every building, on every archway. There's bees buzzing one way to the other, and honey seems to flow plentifully here.
I like this place.
At 5 o'clock, is it going to start getting dark out, or is it still like super bright? What time of the year are we in?
6 Abadius 4723 AR. I will post that in our Discord. Yeah, the Absalom Reckoning is what AR stands for.
What kind of reckoning?
Absalom.
Absalom.
Absalom. Yeah. There are 30 days in Abadius. And Abadius is what, February, it looks like?
It is first month of the year, named in honor of Abadar.
Yep, January.
Abadar. So it's
it's-
January, so it's wintry
it's January.
time.
It's
Summer.
winter.
Summer.
Oh,
It's
summer?
in this portion of the world. For you, it's summer, Mr. New Zealand, but for all of us, we've got freezing winter right now.
All right, what side of on the equator are we? Which
This
way
is
does the water
what-
flush in the toilet?
Allie, you currently know that at about 5 o'clock, it'll begin slowly turning towards dusk. The sun will be dimming in the sky, dipping below the mountains in the distance, and you will still have a few hours of light, although in shadow.
So at like, I don't know, when I start thinking it's going to get close to 5, I will pop out. Oh, I didn't open the door. Is that what happened?
What are we doing for the distraction?
Bob says he's got an idea,
I've got an idea.
so we'll follow Bob's lead and go from there.
So I'll
Let's
chug
try
my-
not to make it violent.
No promises, but
I said try.
I won't fight him.
Believe me, these racist bastards are pissing me off too, but there's only so much we can do.
Alright, I'm creating little dancing lights because I don't feel like being in the dark.
Are we calling it 5 o'clock now? Or DM?
Well, we're waiting for shift change. So
Yeah.
I see another guard up here. So I'm hoping that they go back down to 2 at shift change.
Foxglove heads off to the curio shop up above as the 2 guards come in.
Bowser, get in here.
They seem to discuss for a moment, and as you watch, you see the new guards get gestured in the direction of the tavern.
Yep.
And they look off in the direction and they nod.
But you gesture in the area of me.
No. And then, well, the other ones leave. They head up north. The new ones take up their positions.
All right. Follow my lead.
Right.
I'm scared.
You're scared.
And you don't even know. You don't even know, okay? Like every time we come to a new city, you tell me you make friends, and then they stiff me on the bill. Okay? I just think that they're being rude.
They are being rude. I think it's because I'm short.
The oak stewards keep their attention firmly on you guys.
And I just think that that's really rude. And then I try and vomit on the ground in front of them.
They take a step back, and then one of them, clearly the more elder of the two, says, "Disgusting. Get a hold of yourself. Show some damn pride."
I am so sorry. I like with my 4th beer. Hold on, let me just wash this out a little bit. And I slosh and then I swallow it. Where was I? You guys understand, right? Like sometimes you want to make friends with people, but they're dicks.
I do apologize. I look at them. I do apologize for my friend. He has had a couple too many, it would seem.
No, Cal. No. Okay?
Roll a diplomacy check, Calabra, as the oak stewards both tap their staves, clearly magical, on the ground, and the tips of them begin glowing. They say, "Begone from this spot now.
While
You are
all
not
this is
allowed."
while all this is happening, I'm going to launch Sweetums.
Okay.
Look,
Freedom's carrying the glass tube with
Yep.
three little orbs in it and one kind of bulbous end, heads over into the middle of the central arch.
I rolled a stealth check for him already.
I saw.
Okay.
I'm going to try to trip Bob to make him look
Okay.
like he's fallen.
Got it.
And then, like if he falls or however he plays it, try to get them to try to come over and help me pick him up because I'm small compared to Bob. And I'm sorry, I'm doing my best to get him out of here, but as you can see, he's had a few.
What are you,
We
what are you
can
doing?
assist you. Sweetums dashes through the center of the portal, and one of the 3 balls lights up. Sweetums quickly follows the rest of its orders and makes its way back to Foxglove, who notices as the one lit up ball dims.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron. She just wanted us to go through one of the arches, right?
It seems that she might not have given you the complete information.
So we
It
need to go through
seems-
all 3.
It
Or
seems
three.
that you at least need to spend some time in one of the arches to measure it.
Okay.
Going through it once only was enough for one of the bulbs to light up.
Yeah, supercharge it.
Gonna actually measure the aura.
Okay. Look, we'll leave, but hold on. And I start drinking the rest of my beer, like kind of what seems like fast, but also kind of slow. You know, like that kind of a chug.
Got it.
I'm gonna go cast pest form, turn into a cat, and launch myself at Bob.
A moment. Pest form is a spell, correct?
Yes, I'm
With
still in the tavern.
somatic and verbal. So you're in a tavern full of other patrons, and you begin casting a spell as a kobold.
In the corner,
They
yeah.
immediately begin to panic and begin running out of the tavern.
Excellent. Perfect.
The stewards look off in that direction and are immediately suspicious and upset as they also hear the spell casting and notice that there is obviously something fishy going on with these people because they're not dumb and they're well trained. Roll initiative. All right, they're going to go ahead and use the first one up is going to go ahead and use fear on Calabra.
Okay.
So I'm going to drag and drop that onto my spell sheet. Yep, there we go.
That
First level
will.
spell. It is a will save. That is a successful will saving throw. I believe it's actually
Is that a critical success?
that's
Probably
what I'm. It's not a critical success, but it is a success. So you are only frightened one. You are
So that
only
means I lose one action, right?
Yes, you are gripped by fear and struggle to control your nerves. The frightened condition always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to that value. Yes. Oh, no, you take a status penalty equal to that value to all your checks and DCs. It's not losing an action.
Okay, so
It's
I'm
a-
minus one
Yes.
to my attacks and everything else.
Yes, so he uses
Okay.
2 actions to go ahead and cause fear, and then he's going to attack you with his staff. And I rolled a 15, which misses you. I didn't target you, but I'll do that in the future. All right, that's it.
God damn it, Kobe.
That's it. He's done with his turn. All right, we're going to Calabra.
Well,
He says,
That
away
wasn't-
from here.
that wasn't very friendly, mate. And I will do so my first action, I'm going to do my rogue tumble behind. So I'll
you
attempt
know
to
what?
tumble through.
I'm so sorry, guys. I fucked up this whole thing.
Okay.
The moment that we'd have to go back, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna undo too much, but the moment that what's your little pet's name, Allie?
Sweetums.
The moment that Sweetums would have passed through the rope, you would have heard this sound. You guys hear that?
Yes.
That sound echoes with intense like reverberation across the area, and the wardens would have immediately turned their head towards Sweetums as he was passing through the arch, which is where
Okay.
our combat begins.
Okay.
Not too much difference, no real change, but Sweetums, it's really not going back in time that much. I'm sorry, I messed that up.
So
It
then,
wasn't my fault.
Kobe, you haven't cast your pest spell or whatever then yet.
Correct. Colby hasn't
Okay.
cast the pest spell yet.
Okay.
No, there's an alarm spell on the ropes around the
Gotcha.
the thing. Not a physical barrier, but
Yeah.
an
Yeah,
alarm
Paul
barrier.
didn't set that off?
Huh?
when Rosette
No. The object has to be bigger than like a bird or a leaf. It has to be of at least a substantial size. It says specifically an object of more than a few inches. You know, I'd say
So a hand
Sweetums-
carrying a tube, or your
Yeah,
pet.
your pet carrying a tube definitely qualifies, whereas an apple.
Yeah.
Did-
Yep, fair enough. So did he still cast fear on me, or did he try to run away?
Yeah, this is where we're at. We're at him casting fear on you. He attacked you. He missed, and we're in your turn. Everything else is the same. I just needed to fix that. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. So I'm going to use one action to use my tumble behind, which means I have to make a tumble through acrobatics check
Okay.
for 24.
24, and I believe
that
is it against mine?
It is against. Oh crap! What is it against now? I can't remember. Tumble through. You started during this movement. You try to space with one enemy. Acrobatics check against the enemy's reflex save. DC check against the enemy's reflex DC.
Your class DC.
Okay, my class DC is 17.
Okay.
But isn't it the acrobatics check?
Oh
'Cause
wait,
after-
you make an acrobatic checks against the enemy's reflex DC. So
So what's his
your
class?
class
you,
DC.
you absolutely succeed that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then I pop up behind him
You hear that
as
noise.
I tumble through. Okay. And I will take a tail strike. He is now flat-footed to me,
Okay.
and I will
Because
take
you
a tail.
tumble behind him?
Yes, because I have the rogue tumble behind.
Okay.
So it says right there, foe catch him off guard when you successfully tumble through, which I did. The foe whose space you pass through is flat-footed against your next attack you make before the end of your turn.
Got it. I'm putting
So
flat-footed on him right now. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Flat-footed.
So first action was to tumble behind. Second action is my tail is gonna and do a strike and try to knock him down.
Got
Or
it.
Just try to hit him.
Got it.
Ah, that's a 9.
Your tail does
That's
whip
unfortunate.
out at him. No problem.
And I got my next attack. Hell, I'll try again with the tail.
Okay.
At -4. For a 19.
For a 19, that is a hit.
Okay. Then I will roll damage.
For
For
3 points of damage.
3 points.
And we'll go ahead and roll damage. It's applied. It's applied to him. Very good.
Okay. That's my 3 actions.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We go into Colby.
No, I think I'll just stick with my plan. I'm gonna start just chanting in the corner. Think like a cat, think like a cat, think like a cat. And I will turn into a cat. Pissed form.
Okay. Okay. You loudly incant magic that echoes through the tavern and scares the patrons. Go on.
Excuse me.
Are they all running out?
They can't do anything. It's not their turn.
Okay. So it was 2 actions. Yes. And third action, I'll just slink out.
Okay. The door is shut, right?
No?
It
I
should
didn't shut
be.
it behind me.
It
The
was
door
open.
should automatically shut as long as nobody's pushing it open. It's a tavern.
Okay.
You open the door?
Yeah.
You open the door.
In cat form.
You can't. You push the door open. Yeah, it's a push door. It's a swinging push door. You know?
I was figuring Rozak was just gonna hear like scratches on the door.
Can I leave, guys? All right, sounds good. Oh, you can't open it and move because your spell cast
Yeah.
was 2 actions.
So standing halfway through the door.
Nope. If you you couldn't move at all. Yep. The opening the door was an action and casting the spell was 2 actions, which is all of them.
So Rozak does hear scratching at the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which puts you back. Yeah, you're pushing the door open with your cat paw. There you go. All right, moving forward. We have, I don't know how to advance the tracker. It doesn't just have, beginning counter and then push forward. Okay. Fucking, there we go. Rozak.
Guys, what are we doing here?
Clearly, Calabra has dedicated himself to causing significant damage to these foes. And should that not have done sneak attack damage as well, Calabra?
No, because it's only, it says the next attack. So I don't know if the second attack, even though the first attack didn't hit.
If it says, I guess you're right. I guess
Right?
the next
That's what
attack,
that's the way I read it is, it says the foe whose space you pass through is flat-footed against the next attack you make before the end of your turn.
Got it. Yep, that seems right to me. All right, Kobe, go ahead.
Mhm.
Or
It's
not
me.
Kobe, Rozak, sorry.
Okay, so fuck. All right. Shit. All right. I will move up a little bit. I think that's where I needed to be. 30 feet. Yep. So I'm gonna use my quick action to get my satchel, get a couple ingredients ready, and then pull out a lightning bomb thing. What's it actually called? Let me look at my character sheet. Bottled lightning.
Okay.
So we're gonna quick alchemy is 1, the move is 1. It says I'm drawing it, but I quick alchemied. And I will throw it at I should probably target the guy. Learning stuff. Oh.
Is quick alchemy itself an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I put the bottled or the bomb or whatever I'm making together, and I have it ready in hand.
Got it.
So double click, targeting that guy, and get my sheet back up, and I throw it.
Requirements. You have to be or wearing. Holding or wearing, and you are wearing your alchemist tools. You're fine. All right, the bomb lashes out. It will strike with a 17.
Sweet. So it's damage.
It'll splash and do 1 damage. Did you put the target?
Yes.
3 and splash. There it goes.
And
And you hit this guy?
no,
This one. Okay. So this one is the one who took persistent fire damage. That's weird. Okay, continue.
Oh, because I threw my fire instead of my. I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, one of them is taking persistent fire damage, and it looks like you might have targeted this guy with the main.
No, I got the 4 red marks around the bottom guy.
Weird. He's taking persistent fire damage. You're good. Keep going.
Okay. Can we say that's the lightning one because I called lightning and I didn't mean to do that?
Yeah, sure. Let me undo his status effect.
So the bottom guy. So I was targeting him.
Right.
He's flat-footed, and takes the 3 lightning damage. And
He becomes flat-footed
yes,
until the end of.
my next turn.
Are you able to? And you're able to mix the lightning bottle up together right now?
Yes.
Okay.
After a long rest or whatnot, I create all the regents in my bag, and then I'm allowed to make 2 bombs.
I
think
and
actually
it does become flat-footed. It doesn't cost you money for these things?
no,
they
being an alchemist, no, it's free.
They just say you stay potent for a day. Yes, they lose their potency. That's why.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's neat. All right. So they're both flat-footed?
No, just the one guy that I hit the bomb with.
Got it.
The
got
splash damage is just the one. That's all he takes. Is just the one.
it. Just the one. Fantastic. Then we're all set here. We're all set here. All right. Anything further for you?
Nope, that's my movement. That's all 3 actions.
All right. This Oak Steward is going to use one action to pull a horn from his belt.
Oh fuck.
A second action to blow that horn deeply. That horn reverberates through 7 arches. And then he's going to cast, or not cast, he can't do that this turn. He is going to step up to Calabra. And I believe I can force Calabra flat-footed with flanking. So I'll do that. And that is my 3rd movement.
What does flat-footed do it again?
-2 AC. -2 to dex saves too, I believe.
And if you're a
Or
rogue,
reflex.
then I get
Sneak attack on you.
sneak attack on him.
Yeah. All right. So in the distance, you can hear the shouts of guards forming in the horizon. As we go into Allie's turn, the second orb lights up on the aura tester.
Sweet.
And I don't know why it's saying Allie again. I gotta fix it, but
That's okay.
You have to fix it in the token like prototype.
I thought I did.
This is probably why they don't let elves in here.
All right. They realized they were under attack, and the first thing they did was call for backup, like correct military.
And did they like any indication of me in here? Do they acknowledge that?
They seem to be busy with the bomb thrower, the rogue, and the big drunk warrior in the middle of the field. They haven't really spun around to address you, but based off of that horns call, it's not unlikely that others will show up soon. What do you
Yes, fair enough. But that being said, me nor Sweetums is on their radar.
do? As far as you're aware,
Okay.
yeah, Sweetums clearly set off the alarm. Whether they're internally tied to that alarm or whether they still have yet to look around and find Sweetums, you're not sure.
Okay. I am. Ugh. I am going to pop out and I'll see that the second orb has lit up. And I'm going to move my movement. So I was in here. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is it saying that I'm red?
I don't know.
Because you can't go that far.
No, it says I'm red when I shouldn't be red. Probably because I was
The
measuring and
doors.
screwed up.
The door is not causing an issue. The door would have, she would have been peeking out the door the
There we go.
entire time. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's all purple.
I guess Colby could have been peeking out the door the entire time too. My bad.
Ugh. Okay. Oh, it's
Wasn't the
because I had moved and then realized I had moved, so I had movement and then gone back. So
Is
I
it
think
not
that-
letting you move?
No, it's because I had played with my movement earlier. So 50.
Thinks it's you. It thinks it's used. It thinks she used her actions.
Okay, I'll
No.
move you. Where do you want to
No,
move to?
It's fine.
Okay.
She should be able to move.
Right now I'm just going to be oblivious and I'm just going to move like 60 feet.
Okay.
Kind of not understanding what's going on. And I'm trying to keep an eye on creature
Right.
or on Sweetums. And there's not much I can do besides my movement at this point. I'm actually only going to move this far so he won't have far to get to me.
Okay. Sounds good. That
Okay.
would have been a single stride. Oh, no, 2 strides for you.
I'll move back
Anything
so it's
else?
just a single stride. I have 2 actions.
Okay.
And I'm going to shout out with like a I'm going to say, do like a, is everything okay? What's going on?
That's a deception. That's a deception, trying to seem unaware, trying to pretend that you don't know what's happening. Okay. Very nice.
And that'll
All
be
right.
my turn.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We go all the way into Bob Bobkins.
Okay, let's see. I will action, take my shield off my back and wear,
You equip your shield.
yeah, I equip my shield. Action, move 5 feet to get this guy flat-footed, I guess.
All right, I'll apply flat-footed on him.
And then I will, I'll try and hit him, I guess. But I will say, don't kill him.
How kind.
I'm trying to do non-lethal
Spit back.
damage.
Got
Oh,
it.
I haven't drawn a weapon yet. I'm just using my tail.
Just saying we don't need the added fuss.
I don't think the added fuss is going to make a difference at this point.
That is absolutely a hit. That's actually, because he's flat-footed, that's a critical hit. I believe there's when you're trying to do, sorry, it's not a critical, because when you're intentionally trying to non-lethal, you
-2.
take a -2, which will prevent it from being a critical hit.
All right, that's fine. So 9 damage, though.
9 damage. There we go. Wait, 9?
It says 9 right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
there it is. Right
That's
there.
max damage right there.
That is max damage with your shield as you smack it into him. Very good. And I will click it.
Yes.
Ah, it worked! Ha-ha!
And that's my action, so that's my turn.
Fantastic. We will go back to the top where I should have an oak steward. Why?
But he's gone.
I don't.
Did we kill him?
I
You
know.
He
deleted
left.
those.
He just left.
I don't know what happened, but it's technically the oak steward's turn,
Correct.
so we're gonna
Oh, what did happen? Yeah.
We're going to give it to him. He'll turn around and attack Calabra, who's both flanked and the initial instigator, and also inside the ring. While he does turn around, he will quickly make a perception check, as is his job to do so. And doing so, he will see Sprinkles. Is that Sprinkles' name? That's the name?
Sweetums.
Freedom.
Freedoms. Damn. My name. Sorry. So you see Sweetums over there with the orb between the two things. That is immediately more concerning to him than Calabra. But there's not much he can do about that. So we're going to use Magic Fang on Calabra. As we reach out, our hand will turn into quickly like a panther's mouth, shape-shifting and reaching out with a snarling roar, grasp on to Calabra. Let's see if we hit him. No, I cast. I cast it. I cast it at you.
Is it a saving throw?
You cause, choose one of the target's unarmed attacks. That attack, this attack, then, so I use Magic Fang, and now I roll an unarmed strike. Right? Yeah?
The unarmed attack becomes +1 striking unarmed attack, gain +1 item bonus to attack rolls, increase the number of damage dice to 2 if it only had 1.
We're learning.
Oh,
Piece by piece. We're learning.
So you
+1 to damage and attack, and you get an extra die. What it sounds like.
if it's
Yeah.
1 already. But it's 2 actions to cast, so you have 1 action left, right?
Yeah. Choose one of the targets. No, I use an action to perception.
Oh, so you
So
can't do
that's-
anything.
Oh, so my hand just transforms into
Yeah.
a jaguar's mouth, and a Jagger's mouth.
The Jagger's mouth.
Big Jagger's mouth.
Jagger.
Got it.
You know what? That works
He
too.
gets really
Yeah.
big lips.
Really big lips. Whatever. Yeah. And that's it. That's it. That's his whole turn. Off onto Calabra's turn.
All right. Well, this is not going well. So he is flat-footed. He is flanked, flat-footed to me, right?
He is flat-footed. Yes, he's flanked.
I'm just going to strike out with my tail. Don't want to draw a weapon. I don't know it matters, but
Why is it doing it again? How did you have me do that before?
Was it
Shift.
control left click?
Control left click on initiative.
It was a shift.
Yo, shift plus left click. Yeah,
Shift left click on initiative.
shift left click on the token and then do initiative. I think.
Okay, I see. They each need their own individual sheets.
Oh, okay.
And shift left clicking spawns an individual sheet for that token.
Awesome.
there you go.
That's what happens. Okay. Well, that's annoying, but it's still really nice. I'm gonna get a fourth one on there. We'll continue from there. Sound good?
You should make one of those 24.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm not about to go through and redo everything, but I'll make sure that I don't get a doubled up Oak Steward this round. Continue, please.
Okay. I rolled an 18.
You rolled an 18.
Plus 2. So
Which hits?
20. Okay.
I don't see. Where's you? Oh, right there. Yes.
So this should have the sneak attack on it.
Oh, you didn't select the token. Also, okay.
Oh,
You
I'm
got it.
sorry.
You're good. You good? There you go. 1 damage.
But it should have the sneak attack. So
Oh.
I didn't roll that.
Okay, so we need to. What is that? Just throwing in.
1d6.
Can sneak attack be done with your tail?
Oh, that's why it didn't. Yes, no, it's because tail isn't unarmed. So no,
There you
it's
go.
a weapon attack with the sneak attack.
Got it. That
That's why
makes
I didn't.
sense.
Okay, good.
That'd be a sharp ass tail, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We can always get you a.
like
We
it's
can
a
always get you a
bludgeoning
little dagger for the end of your tail. You know.
Eventually, I can take a feat where I can actually do things with the tail. So
That'd be
Nice.
cool. That'd be cool. All right. Continuing forward, we'll go ahead and get started. with
wait, that was only one action.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, doesn't your tails count as an agile finesse unarmed attack?
It is.
It's
but an
unarmed.
unarmed attack. Sneak attack is a weapon attack.
Well, it says right here, when your enemy can't properly defend itself, you take advantage to deal extra damage. To strike creature that has flat-footed condition with an agile finesse weapon attack, an
Weapon
agile
attack.
or finesse unarmed attack, a ranged attack or ranged
Oh.
attack unarmed attack.
Okay.
You deal
so
an
it
extra
should then.
1d6 precision damage.
Okay, that's good
So it should.
clarifying. There's your hero
Okay,
point for you.
good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so how do I roll? Just roll a die.
Yeah, just you slash R, I think.
/R, and then
Yeah.
1d6 or whatever.
Yeah, I believe it's the same as roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 extra points.
Your tail pierces through the armor and into the heart of the Oaken Steward, and they perish. Because that was not non-lethal.
Oh, he said non-lethal. Pretty
No, I
sure.
didn't.
Got a non-lethal, a precision sneak attack.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is.
Crap.
Sharp tail. Yeah, there it is.
Goddamn, bro.
Pat, did you clarify non-lethal?
I was not drawing a weapon because I was trying to use my tail, but I didn't say it was non-lethal. No.
There you go. Because there is a circumstance negative.
Yes,
to
I did
non-lethal.
not take the
Yeah.
-2.
Yeah.
So
There we go. All right. So you've killed an Oak Steward.
Oh, shit.
this is going well.
Kobe.
New
Kobe,
characters.
They've killed a fellow druid.
Ah, jeez. Okay. Let's see. I'm a cat. So
You're a cat. You push open the door.
Mhm.
Yep. No action. It is a good stopping point. The death of an Oak Steward, actually,
Yeah.
with our time. I'll give our players time to reflect on actions and time for me to figure out what I should do in that event.
God damn it, Kobe! God damn it! Okay,
The
just
fucking death of
It was-
the town
it was
guard.
It was Sweetums, not me.
fucking spellcasting is immediate hostile action.
No,
That's just
yeah,
universal.
It was actually Sweetums. I
well,
had
across,
tried to
yeah.
keep it in my mind
that's
that there
right.
was an alarm
Okay.
spell. For whatever reason, Sweetums just was a non-entity for me and didn't register as something that crossed. Like, for whatever, they just ghosted through the alarm spell in the DM's head, which shouldn't have happened.
I
so
apologize.
The moment that Sweetums went through the barrier, the guards would have immediately initiated combat. That's what they're supposed to do.
I apologize, Kobe. You
yeah.
got fucking lucky. That's it.
Yeah. So yes. All right, that's the beginning of the module. You've committed murder.
Yep, off to a great start.
I tried, you guys. I tried. I was like,
I should have said non-lethal, but I
you
did
might
not.
have to come back
So
here one
that's-
day. No.
That's on me.
The moment that Allie's turn comes in, and by the way, the other Oak Steward enforcers that were there aren't supposed to get, they're supposed to be on their way back still. They won't be there this round. The moment that Allie's turn starts, that you got 3. So
We get out of here.
you do whatever you do.
You gotta get the
You
hell
do
out of
whatever you
here.
do.
This
All right.
hang on. This over here, is this an alley?
Yes. Yes. The alley found the alley.
Are
You're
we
just gonna watch
running in
me-
different directions here?
You're just gonna watch me Homer Simpson myself into this bush.
Yeah, you see a cat run away in the other direction.
I've got 2 actions left on my turn here. So
All right, what do you want to do with them?
I'm gonna.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm. Shit, I just killed a guy.
You just killed
Right.
a guy.
Clobber was the one like, you guys, we need to keep a low profile.
Yeah, no violence, no violence.
You're just like, you guys, this isn't cool.
I didn't think it was that sharp. I just wanted to.
We don't want to hurt you.
strangle
We
him.
don't want to hurt you as you're beating to death.
As we kill him. Yeah.
It's like that moment in what is it, in Critical Role where they accidentally like murder the guards on the ledge in the Dwarven City. Just,
Yeah.
Shit! What do we do?
No, you kill him, he drops, and I'm just like looking at you like, come on, man, non-lethal. I thought we were on the same page here.
I
just kind of look at Bob, and go, and I start running.
That's it. All right.
Oh, God, I hope they don't have a
two
tax
stride
opportunity.
actions and get the hell out of there.
I'm trying to get out of Dodge. This is where we came in, so I'm moving 60 feet.
Sounds good. I think we'll go ahead and take a swipe. Can I swipe you? I can swipe you, right?
Does he have attack of opportunity feet?
Oh,
If he has the feet.
Oh,
You just don't get it. You gotta have the feet.
Yeah, you got to have the feet, and really only fighters get it.
Yeah, no, he can't do it.
They're
Yeah,
just
you
druids, bro.
run away. They're guards, you know. No, you run away. All right, good. All right, we will pick up next session with the repercussions of committing murder on a town
Murder.
guard of militant druids.
Wait, did you start running before Allie finished?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
We have to get the damn thing out of here.
I've caused the distraction.
Well,
Murder!
I am the tank, so I guess I'll do my job.
Well, this guy here isn't the one who perceived Sweetums. It's
Nope.
the dead one.
Nope.
These guys up top here haven't seen me yet. In theory, I'm just gonna take the rod, pocket it, shove Sweetums back in my boom, and I'm walking off stage.
Exit stage left even. All right.
The guards, do they get
Aren't
saving
these
throws, or
guards
they
gonna
just die?
see you?
But those are
Whatever.
the original ones, but we'll see what happens.
Let's see what
next
happens.
time. I hope you enjoyed our clusterfuck of a session. We're still.
I just
learning
wanted
lot
a
of
cake
stuff.
sandwich and we got to murder.
We got a
We
cake
would have
sandwich.
plenty. Oh, we actually
What
wouldn't have it any
is a
time.
cake sandwich? Whatever.
Is this a New Zealand thing or like?
What do you, it's just you take.
It's a
mu-
cake
you
with
take-
two pieces of bread.
It's like when you take a muffin and you rip it in half and then shove a piece, like
It's
brownie
cupcakes.
between it, and then
Well,
eat that.
Or is it when you just take a cupcake's top off and then turn it around so this frosting's down the middle?
Yeah, like that.
Ooh.
I was picturing just like whole cake with 2 pieces of bread.
What kind of bread?
Sourdough.
All right.
Fucking
Good night,
sourdough.
everybody.
Good night, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. What kind of bread?
Like, subscribe, all that stuff to put up with
Oatmeal.
our buffoonery. Bye.
What
Ciao.
kind of bread?